Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our AC save. Now, we have been doing amazingly well. Look where we are in the table. We're sat 7th, just outside the playoff places, just behind Crystal Palace, who are on 61 points. We're on 57, which is the same with multiple teams. So we've got Brentford, QPR and Reading all right by us, but we've got a bit of a better goal difference, so that's why we're sat that high. How have we got here? Well, we've took that run of form we were on in the last episode and just gone with it. We've done very well. After that kind of win, we've managed to get a good run going, beating Huddersfield, Portsmouth, Middlesbrough and Swansea in the last game when we were a man down and actually ended up winning the game, which was quite impressive. A couple of draws in there as well, and unfortunately a loss to Rotherham, which was devastating because we dominated that game so much. But otherwise, yeah, I can't really complain. We're doing incredibly well. We're still in massive debt. So, I mean, if we can get into the playoffs, I'll be honest, that could really be great for us. Obviously, we're 4 points off, so we've got a little way to go yet. And there is still, I think there's 10 games to go left in the season. So there's loads of time until the decisions are made for the last few games. Christian Magoma's been fantastic still. He's had to miss out on a couple of games just because he's been tired. I guess that's maybe because of kind of age, playing loads of games, all that sort of stuff. But let's jump into it. We've got Coventry today, who are bottom of the table, rock bottom. I think they're 13 points adrift, so they're nowhere near even second from bottom. So they're doing pretty badly. We've been doing pretty well indeed. You can see all the greens in the last 5 games, how well we're performing, and our average ratings and all that sort of thing are very good. Boniek, we are leaving off the pitch just because he's had a poor couple of last games. So we've brought on Conway to play left side. Stepe's gone up top. Ortega behind with Tyne next to him. And then we've got Ben Elliott, Thomas Hill, Nadolny, Magoma, Sutherland and Ramsey at the back with Okonkwo in goal. Nadolny has actually been watched by Robert Lewandowski, who's currently the manager of Juventus. And it looks like Everton and Chelsea are also interested in him. I really don't want him to go anywhere, but I'm not surprised that people are interested in him. Looking at those mentals, he looks so good. Great leadership, determination, aggression, some fantastic physicals. He's only 19, played 14 times for Poland. I mean, I can understand why people would want him, but I don't want to let him go. So I'm hoping we can maybe squeeze into those playoffs and show him that we could get promoted next season. And hopefully he'll stick around if those teams aren't too bothered. Otherwise, I'm hoping we get enough money to cancel out our debt. But there we go. We've also got Laranga, who we've brought up from the under-23s. He's come in up top there, or come onto the bench, I should say. So he's about. And we've obviously got the rest of the bench along with that. But let's jump straight into it then. I'm hoping we should be able to get quite a comfortable victory today. I'm hoping it's not going to be a classic FM game where we end up losing due to, I don't know, we start battering the team and then all of a sudden we lose the game due to a random free kick or penalty or something like that. But we're at home, so we've got that advantage. If we get the win, it can really push us on. Palace are playing Stoke today, so it's a great one for us to get a win at, because it could mean that we close the gap a little, bring it a little closer to them. So it's all kind of working slowly into our favour, as long as Stoke could do us a favour and beat Palace, because we're not going to be anywhere near that. Look at that, they're 10 points clear at the top. They've almost won it already. But shot on target so far, first 15 minutes, we're looking the slightly better side as we go into things. Let's look, as I said, 16 points adrift at the bottom of the table. There's no way they're surviving, so they might as well give up already. I have no idea what's happened to them. They have got one of our former players, Dawson, I think it was. He never made a single appearance for us, but he signed for them for 150,000, I think, in the summer. So we made a bit of money on him to a club that is definitely getting relegated. Although now we're on the ball and we're looking quite nice playing it around. Ben Elliott out to Conway. who looks over the top to Tyne, who's not going to get that as Tofolo plays it back. But the clearance just comes to Magoma, who's going to look to push us forward once again, driving forward with the ball. Looks for a ball over the top, but again, that's been cancelled out with a header away. And now it's Coventry's turn to come forward. I hope we don't have any issues. Zoltan Kalmar is a player that, if you've seen the Red Bull Debrecen save, let me know in the comments. My first ever save on YouTube. He played for us in that series. He was a very good player, very long time player for the club there. So that's pretty cool. To see him, well, I mean, it's not cool to see him at the bottom of the table, but his team is beating us 1-0. We are losing. This is the classic thing, isn't it? It just is. It's a classic thing where we're losing 1-0 to bottom of the table after going on a fantastic run of being on a good bit of form of late. They've had one shot and it's gone in. It's just ridiculous. Half an hour in, and we're going to go attacking. We're going to go all out attacking. We're so dominant. There's no point not being attacking, I guess. Conway's not playing great. Nadolny's not playing great, but we are forward here. 5 minutes later, Ortega back to Nadolny, who looks into Conway. Can he turn and find someone? Ortega's there. It's a challenge that comes in, but it's played out to the edge to Elliott, who finds Nadolny, headed away by Tofolo for Coventry, but we're back on the attack again with Hill receiving it from Ramsey. We work it back again to try and create that space. Elliott receives it. He looks over the top. Ramsey on that overlap. Loads of time. Ortega's there with the header. Just gone over the bar. I mean, Ramsey had so much time. He could have brought that down and probably should have done. If he had, I think we'd have had a much better chance. But instead, he tries to first time cross it on like a half volley and get it across. And unfortunately, it's not ideal, that's for sure. A Crystal Palace beating Stoke. God, that would be very frustrating. Sharing, though, receives the throw in for Coventry. Now, can we get... Look, why are you sat back there? We'll take it. Get a little bit further forward. Ball's long forward. Get it down. Well done, Magoma. Into Elliott. Turns, plays Conway into Ortega. Right, Ortega. Let's see what you can do here, because he's really stepped up his game now in the latter stages of the season. So I'm hoping he can really start to bring us back into this game when he receives the ball, because he's scored a few really good goals, crucial goals, important goals. But the ball's played through. Elliott, Moses has just dinked the keeper. He's come off the bar. Like, why have they suddenly become... I don't know, Atletico, I was going to say prime Barcelona, but they're definitely not Barcelona with passing. Prime Atletico Madrid with their kind of counter-attacking style. But, it's just awful. Let's see then. Stepe, we'll take you off. Boniek's coming on. Stefancic as well. You can come on for mark time. Let's see what we've got here. Let's see if making a couple of changes can get us back in the game, get us at least level, and then we can go from there. But it's just not good, is it? I mean, we're 1-0 down at home to bottom of the league, I don't even know if they've won a game all season. Like, how is this? This is Football Manager, isn't it? It has to be us to be the ones to lose these sort of games. So infuriating. And our defence has actually done all right. It's only Nadolny who's not. I guess it's just going forward that we've had the issues. But Elliott, good challenge. Now we can go. Conway coming forward. Can he find someone? He finds Hill, who has to go back to Elliott. But then little ball over the top to Conway, who shoots. He's hit the post. He should have definitely cut it back. And it ends up as a goal kick. But it's better. We're creating the chances. It's just not going in, which is what you need when you're 1-0 down. As they come forward, Hill cuts out well with that box-to-box work in there. Boniek, ball switch over to Conway. He's got to finish this, surely. I mean, I wasn't really sure how that was going to go in. The keeper dived really early, and he somehow managed to dink it on the side where there was no goalkeeper. We're going to have to see that again. But what a ball by Boniek, who just kind of turns on the spot and then just straight away fires it across. Knows Conway's going to be running. It's a dink over the keeper going the way he was going. But, I mean, hey, it's in. That's all that matters. It's 1-0 again. We're back in it. Level pegging. Let's get another goal, get the lead, and push on from there. But Serki loses out to Conway, and here we go. Ben Elliott, ball over the top. Here we go. Stefancic through on goal. Can he finish? He does finish. There it is. We're back in the lead. Only took us 5 minutes to turn things around in the second half, which is exactly what we wanted to see. It's a great response from the boys. It shows that we're still ready to fight for this promotion, this playoff place that is potentially there in front of us. Ben Elliott's ball over the top, Stefancic through, and he absolutely rifles it past the keeper. He's got no chance. Wicken's in goal, nowhere near the ball. We're 2 points off Palace now, which is great. I can't see them playing Stoke on the game screen, but we're still attacking because we've got the momentum. Let's keep it going. Ortega receiving it from Conway, back to Elliott, who plays it into Conway again, turns on the spot, right-footed shot into the bottom right-hand corner. His second goal of the game. And, I mean, I have to say, we've brought on Stefancic and Boniek, and they've changed things for us. They've changed the momentum, made us a bit more positive, got us going forward. The runs in. I've got hiccups now because I'm so excited. Conway's turn on the right foot. Lovely, lovely finish. 3-1 Eastleigh. Coventry looking like they might be down and out now with that goal. Stoke and Palace are still drawing 0-0. I mean, come on, Stoke. Get a goal. Be much appreciated. There it is. There's the goal we needed. Thank you very much. That makes it only 1 point difference between us and Palace. QPR are on the same points as us, though, as it stands. I don't know who Brentford are playing today, but it looks like it's 1-1 with Brentford. They were losing. So it looks like they might be back on level pegging. But, 3-1 still to Eastleigh. Let's see what else we can do. I don't know. No, I'm not going to bring Conway off. Ortega can come off and bring Laranaga. I don't know how you say the N there. I'm not going to say it. Try and say it fancy. The Uruguayan's coming on, the 21-year-old, for his debut for Eastleigh Football Club. So that'll be nice to get him into against a team that's kind of out of luck and out of form. That's for sure. Laranga, though. There you go. Lovely pass. Lovely pass. That's what we want to see him passing the ball about. Brilliant. He turns. Right. Can you create something now? He's driving forward. Looks for a little ball through to Conway, who might be looking for his hat-trick, but has to cut back. Then Boniek's there. It's a great challenge on Boniek, and unfortunately he wasn't able to get his shot away. But again, Boniek and Stefancic, after having come on, have absolutely changed this for us, which is what you want from substitutes. That's why you make them, to change the game in your favour in whatever way that might be. And we needed the goals, and that's what they got us. Fantastic stuff. Conway as well performed very, very well in this second half. The first half was a bit frustrating, but ultimately I think we've done very well today to kind of turn things around after that little setback to start with. But it looks like Laranaga's actually won a penalty for Eastleigh, which is great. Conway's going to step up to see if he can get his hat-trick. Will he finish it? He does. Bottom right-hand corner. That is his third goal of the game. David Conway with his fifth goal of the season. 3 of those coming in today's game, which doesn't give him the best bright light. But he's been very good, I have to say. He's got better and better as the season's gone on. And certainly is someone that will need to step up. Not only if we because we're losing Tyne and Stepe at the end of the season, but also because obviously we're fighting for promotion. And I'll be honest, if we get promoted, I have no idea what we're going to do. We will. We won't get promoted because we'd still have to get into the playoffs to start with and then win them. So we're not thinking about that. We're focusing on just trying to get as high up the table as possible to continue that improvement. Last season, we got our best finish yet. This season, it looks like we should be able to do better than that. So hopefully that continues on and on. We could just concede there, but I'll let the boys off just because maybe it's because we were, we've scored. We're 4-0, 4-1 up. Not everyone's kind of relaxed a bit too early, and they've scored in the 94th minute. But a good result against a very poor side. So we needed that result, having turned things around. It was Dawson. Yeah, Dawson was the player that had been playing for us previously. Obviously, Preston North End up next, but we've got another 8 games after that as well. So there's plenty to go in the season. We're 1 point off the playoffs with Palace there, which, I mean, is fantastic. We're still £32,000 over the wage budget because they decided to just slash that halfway through the season, which is obviously great. Let's take a look at the schedule quickly. Looking at it, we've got Burnley, who are second, Preston, who are 16th, so Peterborough, which is winnable, Brentford 9th. We've got QPR, who are 8th as well. So Brentford and QPR are the two of the teams that are fighting with us to try and knock Crystal Palace off their perch. Eagles, all that stuff. Nottingham Forest 17th. We've got 21st Millwall, then 3rd Sheffield Wednesday, and last game of the season we've got Reading, who are in 10th. So it's a tough run in, and we've got a lot of teams that are closer to the bottom as well as teams closer to the top. We've not got many teams actually in the middle of the pack. Well, I say close to the top, closer to us. So we've got the 3 teams that are just below us in the league as well. We just got to hope Crystal Palace have a bit of a tricky run in. Who have they got? They've got the likes of... Wait, did they... No, they lost the game. Yeah, they lost to Stoke, so that's good for us. But they've got Portsmouth, Peterborough, Brentford, QPR, which are 2, and Reading as well. So that really could help us. If they manage to get a win or a draw, probably a draw would be best, wouldn't it, for us? So that we don't have to worry about the others as well below us. But yeah, I mean, it could go our way. You never know. Laranaga, it got his debut. Conway being very classy there and getting a hat-trick. We've avoided relegation. So Zapata, Boniek, Hill and Elliott all have got their bonuses. Zapata is one player that wanted to leave the club because I couldn't loan him out. I said, oh, well, I tried loaning you out, but no one wanted you. And he was like, well, you didn't try hard enough. I was like, well, what am I meant to do? I can't force teams to take you on loan. It's your bad attitude that's the problem. So, yeah, there you go. That's kind of where we're at with him. He might leave at the end of the season. Depends. If we get promotion, he might not want to go. We'll see. But we'll rest the boys up whilst I remember. But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, it was great to have you here as always. Leave me any comments down below of what you think is going to happen in the next episode. Obviously, we're closer and closer to the playoffs. I'll play it as I'll play on, obviously, but as we get closer and closer as to how close this could go down to the wire, we'll have to see. But it could either be absolutely nothing next episode or a massive game. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one.